Here we go. We're back, and I hope you guys leave another message, will you? I realized what was wrong. I had it stuck in a live edit, so hopefully you guys can hear me. Hopefully we can keep going, and let's actually make an episode of this. Right. Hopefully someone can test. I would appreciate if someone could just leave a quick comment in the channel and just let me know that we're good to go. I see that we still have our viewers, but I just want to make sure that the chat is indeed working. So basically what's supposed to happen right now is there's a special gear that we can get access to, and this gear has some very, very special properties, shall we say. And I don't know why no one is leaving a chat. I want to make sure you're all still here. Yeah, we're back in action. I guess nobody's just listening. Okay, cool. So here we go. I'll read out some comments as we go. I don't know what the exported video is going to look like, if you guys are going to actually see these comments or not, but we shall see. Okay, so yeah, like I said, there's some sort of myth here about some gear. All right, that you see right there. Oh, it's running better too. It was because I was stuck in an edit. I'm a moron. He says, I don't see footage. Reload your screen, because I just checked and we're live and everything's good. So, it's you, Steven. You suck, as usual. Alright. So this is extremely, extremely important. This little gear here. And if you remember at the very end of the game, when we beat the final boss, well, the boss, quote unquote, what ended up happening was there was like a gear that was left sort of glimmering on the ground. So obviously it doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize what it is we have to do here. And what we have to do here is find the gear. And take a little look-see. What do you think that is that's glowing on the ground? And like I said previously, what ends up happening here is there's going to be video, all right? There's going to be cinematics, and I'm fairly certain that we're going to get screwed with the cinematics, so just FYI. So there's a little Yoshi, and the little Yoshi is going to do something magical. Alright. An event will occur near Senya. Proceed further back and sparking will get blah blah blah. Flying in the sky, flying and flying, descend to the north of the big tree. Okay. So I know what we gotta do. So hopefully Steven can finally see some footage. Because if he can't, well then he just sucks. Ooh, what's in that glowing sparkle here? Cool. Okay, so, like, what I was all distracted last time around, so I didn't get a chance to show you guys a whole whackload of stuff. So, there's a bunch of stuff that are that's very, very important. So, all of these quests that you see here, you don't really have to worry too much about anything else before you depart. And that's all I'm going to tell you right now is depart, okay? But something very special is going to happen very, 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 very soon. And you don't really have to worry too much. I don't have, obviously, a guide right beside me telling you, like, yes, you're going to miss everything. But for the most part, You should be fine, and you're totally lost what I'm talking about, and that's okay. You're going to see soon enough. I really have to get my bearings here. I haven't played in a very, 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 very long time. Okay, so there we go. So he's back in action. Good for you, Steven. It's amazing. So we're going to fly into the sky. If you haven't seen this yet, for those that are just joining us, this is how you fly in Dragon Quest XI. And like I said, I got a major disclaimer here, major spoiler warning. This is the post-game content that you're seeing. So this is where the story continues after the events of the quote-unquote main game. So here it is. And it's freaking gorgeous. Look at this. It's the Windfish from Link's Awakening. I wish I was joking, but I am not. What do I want to show you guys? We have a couple of villages we can go to, but they want us to go over there. Okay, so let's activate Warp Speed, Mr. Sulu. And where are we off to? Right here. Yes, land. Okay. So I don't know about you guys, but when I return to this game after all this time, like it's been another couple of weeks. I mean, for you guys on YouTube, it's been like nothing. It's a weekly series, but for those of you watching on Twitch, we haven't played this in quite some time now, and I'm always taken aback by just how freaking amazing this game looks. And I'm running this on just a regular PlayStation 4. It's not a PS4 Pro or any jazz like that. And this is just utterly amazing, man. Utterly amazing. So Steven and I are going to be doing a stream of Pokken Tournament. I think we're going to schedule it for next Friday. So if you're watching this live, that's pretty much a week from today. Because I have so much vacation, and I really need to start taking my days or I'm going to lose a lot of them. Now, you notice the little Yoshi everywhere? Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Like, what is going on? It's messed up. What the hell is this? So yeah, we're gonna be holding a Pokken Tournament DX stream, and I think it's gonna be a blast. Steven's gonna kick my ass, and it's gonna be awesome. Look at them all. This is wicked. Oh yeah, look at that sword. Oh yeah, oh yeah, wicked. That's Roto's sword, or Loto's sword, or as you know it, Erdrick's sword. So all the quests have been done, and we're about to enter some freaky deaky little place. So do you want to put the gear in place? Yes, yes I do. So for the 100th time, if this cuts out on YouTube, that's because this is post-game, and Square Enix typically really doesn't like you sharing post-game content of their games, especially big games like Dragon Quest. So, yeah. And you know what really amazed me? Is the fact that so few people on YouTube that did a Let's Play actually showed the post-game content, and it's a real, like, shame. And yes, Square Enix are monsters, Steven. They are. This little douchebag is going to have a central role very, very soon in this game. So, yeah, I was very surprised by what happened with, with all the other Let's Players. I don't understand. It's like, hey guys, it's Dragon Quest. It doesn't end when the credits roll. It's like Pokemon, you know, like it continues. There's more stuff to do, and in particular with this one, it's crazy. Like the amount of post-game content that's here. It's like a continuation of the story. And if you look around at this environment, it should be very obvious what is about to happen here. Even if you don't understand any Japanese whatsoever, it should be very, very obvious what's going to happen. Like, what does all of this remind you of? Like, just look. Someone answer me in the chat. Let me know. What does this remind you of right now? And since there's pretty much just Steven watching, I expect him to answer. I wonder what the delay is here. From when you guys actually, when I talk to what you actually can type. No clue, man, he writes. This guy sucks. Seriously? It's Gears. It's all Gears, right? Well, anyways, you're gonna find out soon enough. I want to spoil it. You'll see. Whoa. I'm more or less feeding Soka and listening to you. Don't want spoilers. Well, if you don't want spoilers, stop listening, say goodbye, and be done with it. Because, yeah, this is kind of like you're in spoiler territory right now. Like, this is literally the end of the game. I'm hoping we get a larger fan base with this. Hope we get a much larger fan base with this. We've tried to pimp this out to a lot of you guys. I did that giveaway with Resident Evil Revelations. And I'm hoping that we get more of you guys involved because it's a lot of fun. Like, I love this. Having this chat here is great. And even if it is just Steven or just a few other people that we know, I'm cool with that. As long as we get some, you know, some dedicated followers that really like follow along and are like, oh, this is awesome, or man, you suck, or whatever, it would be great. And he's saying if you'd stream more than once a year, we would. Yeah, it's true. But that's why I'm kind of thinking if I book off like every Friday, like from now until say like maybe August. If I did that, maybe Friday could become like my normal streaming day, you know what I mean? Or, well, maybe not a full day, but like, could do a few things. Alright. I'm so used to playing Dragon Quest X now that I'm messing up the controls. Because with streaming, you need a schedule. You can't just stream like this, like whenever the hell you want. It really doesn't work. Okay, I missed the treasure chest. Damn it. This is all Steven's fault. He's saying, I've been telling you to do this for weeks now. Yes, you have been telling me to do this for weeks, but I don't listen to you. How about that? Alright, before I go further, this is my OCD as I call it. Just want to see, you want to make sure you get all the treasure chests to certain areas. Okay, so we did that one over. What am I missing here? I took that one. What? How did I miss this treasure chest? What am I, like, a moron? You see, this is what I was saying. So there, just picked up a recipe, which I can use to craft some new whatever. And that's important because of what's about to happen. So you want to try and make sure that you go to all the different areas here before you talk to that dude. So even if I'm going right back, I'm just gonna check to make sure that I get everything, because there's a couple of recipes here that you won't be able to get, if I'm not mistaken, once you leave this area. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong, and I'm usually am. Okay, no, we're good. So that one would take me down, and that was the one that just took me over, right? I think we're good. I plan to stream till around 6, something like that. It's currently 5:07. So that would be a good schedule for today anyway. Okay, I think I just did a full circle, so I think we're good. Alright. And my goal here is I would love to hit level 99 with this dude. Yeah, we did. Okay, so we just did a full circle. All the treasure chests are open. We got this. Perfect. Alright. So now we will go and talk to that large Yoshi, which is actually a very, very important character. It's a character that's been in other, one other Dragon Quest game that I know of. And here we go. I'm curious when I export this video if that chat will actually appear on the screen. It's gonna be neat. I put it about half the side, like, yeah, almost the full side of the screen. And if it gets annoying, I'll just edit it out later on. Make it a little bit smaller. You know what? Never did go over here. What's over here? Was thinking the same thing. Oh, Steven, you're so silly. Okay, no. Alright. Might not be good for those following the Let's Play on YouTube. Yeah, it might not, which I can remove it. I can remove it if that's the case, so it's not the end of the world. I just have to remember how to do it when you export. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stand right here like a moron, because I actually just did an export. So let's see, how did that turn out? Let's see. No, that's audio. Video, let's see. Yeah, you do see the chat, right? No, you don't. Wait. 15 minutes. Diddly-diddly-doo. Okay, so there was no chat. You don't see the chat in one. And you see the chat in the other. Oh, okay, I see what it did. Okay, so basically it doubled up. Okay, perfect. So it gave me the chat and it didn't give me the chat in another. It basically doubled the video feed that I had. That's even better. So it basically gives me 2 copies of the of this, that's fantastic. So it's like auto exporting the Twitch stream, and then it's also doing the master copy. That's great. So we're in business. So I think for YouTube I will not use that. It's just that it's going to be a while because I've got to what am I gonna do? I'll have to see what I'm gonna do here, because it means that I would have to edit the videos, and they take forever when you edit them. We'll see. You know what? I'm thinking. We'll see. Maybe I'll do. I don't know. We'll see. Because this video I have to edit no matter what. Because what's nice is when I do streams and you export them from Twitch to YouTube, you don't have to do anything. It just automatically does it. Whereas with this, if I decide that I'm going to, like, if we don't want the chat, the problem with that will be the editing. Because sometimes it's glitchy and other times it's not perfect. But we'll see. We'll see what's what. Because what I could also do is I could combine my audio over the video, and then as soon as it's done, I just upload it straight with no editing whatsoever. Anyway, we have some options here. It's just that they all take time. That's the only thing that sucks. Okay, so basically, I've been so busy chatting that I haven't really done anything else with you guys. But essentially, what's happening here is this is a very important character that's basically telling us that they have the ability to do something pretty damn cool. And that is, they have the ability to send us back to the past. And so while I was telling you guys to look around and see what you thought with this area, is it's all gears like that of a clock. So this character is essentially saying, do you really want to go back? Now, if you think back to the game, right? What happened in the main story that would want us to go back to the past? Now, this is a huge spoiler, and like one of the major things of the game that, like, for those that haven't watched any of the Let's Play, just stop listening right now, because I'm about to majorly spoil the game for you. But when what's her face? Veronica there. Was Veronica, right? Senya and Veronica, yeah. Little Red. When Little Red died, that was pretty much the end of it. Right? Like it was really sad, it was disheartening, it was really like, oh my gosh. And now you're given a chance that you can go back and stop those events from happening. And so why wouldn't you do that, right? And when you do that, something very, very, very cool happens, which is what's about to happen right now. Yes. So we're going to essentially go back to the past right now. And that's why I was saying that it's so important that you don't stop playing the game. Because you get to go back to before the events that led to that. So remember the cataclysmic event, right? Well, we're going to be able to go back in time to before the cataclysmic event, as we are essentially right now. So this is a huge, huge deal. So what I recommend people do, and you don't have to, of course, but what I recommend you do is you go down here, you go into your quest book, and just see how many quests you've missed. Because when you go back to the past, you're essentially going to unlock just a buttload of other opportunities to do quests and stuff like that, because you're fundamentally going to change the progression of this particular story. So I don't know whether or not there's anything that you can miss per se. So I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to do this right now. We're going to go back to the past. And it's going to be beautiful. All right. Okay, so basically warning you that, like, once you do this, there's no coming back, Charlie. So of course we're gonna go ahead and do it. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes, I am sure. Yes, even though there's no coming back. Do it, Doug! So here it is. So this is the Orb of Time, essentially. And this is sad because these are all your party members, right? So you did a lot of stuff with these folks. This wasn't just like a 2-minute RPG here. We spent like 60 hours with these guys, and you're essentially leaving them, which is sad. So everyone here is giving you their well wishes and, you know, all that. So remember, you got to remember where we were before the Calamity event. And before the Calamity event, we actually didn't have Greg. So it's kind of important to remember that, because that's gonna play into this. So Senya here, she's like, I love you and your pink undies. So basically, you know, you're going to essentially not sacrifice yourself, but all of those characters, everything that you just did is about to come to an end because you're about to go back to the past. So of course it's sad, because it's like, well, we will have never have gone through this adventure together. So here we go. So he's going to take Erdrick's sword and smash the time orb. Stephen is asking, did I buy the undies I told you to buy? He sent me an email and he's like, oh, it's spam. And it's from MeUndies or MyUndies or something like that. And I was like, what the hell is this? And it's like a loot crate thing for underwear. I was like, only Stephen would send me something like that. And he's like, oh yeah, it's spam. I'm like, yeah, sure it is. So here we go, guys. This is it. Goodbye. So the hero is now gone, and the world that you knew is officially over. So here's our new cinematic. So you see, you're rewinding the clock now. There's little red. So we're now going back in time to prior to the Calamity event to see if we can change the future and prevent everything from happening. So this is where this game enters like one of the best games I've ever played in my life, because there's not many games that allow you to do this sort of thing, you know? Imagine like after Sephiroth killed Aerith, if you could go back in time and stop that, and then dramatically change the events of the future. That would be just awesome. Now Steven's saying, you and Serena could have matching underwear for Valentine's Day. That's amazing, man. That's just fantastic. Thank you for sharing that. Alright, so... So take a look at the sword. What happened here? So why did that happen? Right? Like, why would the sword have transformed? Well, the reason why that happened is because you no longer have Erdrick's sword, right? Erdrick's sword returns back to the tree, and that's that. So now you have this corrupted blade sort of thing. But you're alone now, right? So now we gotta put things into perspective here, okay? So just before we start this, because this is kind of important, this you gotta wrap your head around this, because now we have a time paradox that's essentially happening here, right? So we are before the Calamity event. We're just at the point where, like, your main character and all the other heroes are trying to stop the main villain from reaching the Tree of Life. But now that you came back to this particular point in time, well, things are a little different, and you'll see. This is so epic. This is just so awesome. Steven says, I hope they localize the 3DS version. Well, I hope they localize all versions of this game, because I'll be really honest with you, I really want to play the Switch version. This would be fantastic on Switch. Okay, so. We need to remember where... Okay. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we're actually in an area where you couldn't get to previously at this point in the game that we've returned to. So I'm going to go back to the temple. I'm going to go in the very, very back here. And this video will be a little longer than normal, only because I'm going to have that first part there. And who's that? What is she doing here? This is my favorite character in the entire game. Little Red. Oh, I just thought of something. I don't really have any... It's like, what the hell are you doing here? I'm gonna come punch you right in the nuts. There's a couple of boss fights here. Yeah, there's going to be a couple of boss fights if I remember right. Because the thing is, now you'll notice, look at Senya's hair here. So Senya's hair, it's long again, right? Obviously, Little Red is still alive. Little Red didn't die. Because we're before the events of that. We're literally just before the event. So if I look in, say, here. Right? Look at the difference in levels. This will give you an idea, alright? So the main character, our main Steven character, is 56. But check this out as we go down. 32, 32, 30, 31, 30, and 30. That is a significant difference amongst, like, I was just going to say the staff. Amongst all the different characters. And you also notice that when you go through this, they don't have their expanded grid, right? So that kind of sucks, is what I'm getting at. Like, this is kind of terrible. Here we go. Let's increase his sexiness just for Steven since he's watching. Okay. Well. So we're going to go to the big temple in the back here. And I think what I'll do in the next stream is I'll just lower. I made the chat, I think, a little too big. I did that on purpose because I figured, well, if we get more participants and more people start, you know, chatting with us and stuff, well, then it's going to be kind of, you know, kind of important. Great temple, okay, I just need to... Alright, so we are trying to go where? We're trying to go from here to... out the back, up through, yeah, okay, here we go. So my team is going to be unbelievably weak, but I'm going to be unbelievably strong. So if anyone attacks me now, I can really knock them the F out. As you're about to find out. So this is something that I had told Steven ages ago to do, but no one ever listens to me. Not even Siri listens to me. And that was essentially to set auto fight on. It makes it way easier. You don't have to worry, well, pretty much about anything. Look, like nothing is gonna come and attack me now because I'm so strong. I'm so strong. It is amazing. You know what? Let's just beat this guy. And Homer actually destroyed me last time when I was on the 3DS version. But I was never as strong as I am right now. I got really lucky the other, like, what was it, last month or whatever, when I was playing through this. And I got some Metal King slimes, like, I got like 3 or 4 back to back. And that was enough to really, like, you know, like, grind like crazy, even though I wasn't intentionally grinding. What does he says? I might have finished the game with auto fight. Yeah, I think you would have finished the game. And I'm doing it because the AI, I've actually been doing this a lot to just test the AI, and I'll be honest, the AI has been pretty damn good. Okay, so just rest up, and I want to check what those recipes were that I got. Alright, what do we got? Yeah, come. Let's go. It's this one, right? No, that's night. What the hell did I just do? Oh, I haven't played in too long. Alright. Got another half hour or so. Well, probably a little under half hour, actually, because I actually have some stuff I have to do. It's called dinner. I gotta prepare the din-din. Okay, so how many upgrades do we have? We are rocking... How many? Come on. 19. Nice. Okay. Seriously? Really? Wait a minute. Wow, that looks pretty good, actually. Okay, Steven says, well, have fun, have to get going, let's do Pokken next week, and DQ11 is awesome. You're damn right it is. Alright, well, catch you later, Steven. Okay, you know what? For all of this, I'm going to leave this, and we'll worry about that next time when I can actually see what the hell it is I'm doing. Where am I going? We're going down here. And for the others that are watching, by all means, guys, you can go ahead and leave a comment. We like, not comments, but you know, leave a message in the chat. It's cool. I like interacting with you guys. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is where I'm supposed to head. Yep, this is where we're heading. See where it is? We're heading to the Tree of Doom. Ha ha ha. Okay, so basically what you want to do is you just want to go directly back to how you had it before. Everyone's gonna run away because I'm just so damn strong. Boom, 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 boom. Well, I think what we're gonna do, considering the time, I think what we'll do is we'll save at the campsite. See that first campsite? We're gonna save over there. And then I'm going to try and figure out how I'm going to get all this together. Whether I'm going to do an edit or what I'm going to do. Because if I read the comments, then I could always just edit this at a later date. The only downside with that is it takes a long time to put these videos together. Why would he use... See, that surprises me. And why in the hell do I have... Now that I'm looking at this, why in the blue blazes do I not have my team? That's my team, man. That's my team! Alright, I want her with staffs, and I can't see anything. Here we go. So yes, there is some definite repetition. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. You got some repetition here, okay? Okay, so we got 213, 239. All right. Excuse me. So her, I'm gonna have to definitely upgrade a bit. No, it can't be. Okay. Now, let's get going with this. Alright. So we just upgraded our characters. We're good to go. And we'll come down here. See, I would remove this, but my fear is that it's gonna get stuck again. And I don't want it to get stuck again. Because I must admit, it does make playing this a little more challenging. Because you can't exactly see everything in the corners. So your peripheral vision is a little bit, you know... Nice. How are we doing, by the way, for money? Oh, not bad. Not too shabby. See, everyone's running away, so this is great. Perfect. Excellent. Do 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 do. Alrighty. At least starting like next week or whatever, we can start to have like a regular show, and I think that would be good. Because if nobody's there actually leaving comments stuff, the box will be super tiny. Yeah, run away, man. And then we'll pick this up next week, which would be perfect. Well, next week. Hoping next week. Cool. Alright, so let's go save our game. Oh man, what are we gonna do? Felix Cat, which time do I think I'll be on next week? Well, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and do this every Friday, to be really honest with you. I know a lot of you guys have requested, like, could we be on, like, you know, more in the afternoon? Not in the afternoon, in the evening. The only thing is with that is I actually don't live alone, so I have a boss. So it can be kind of challenging to actually do that. But I'm going to try for Friday. That's what I'm going to try and do. But I'm also got some free time tomorrow, so I might actually be on tomorrow. And if that's the case, I will let you guys know. I'm going to try and commit to like a schedule. So once I know what's what, I will be sure to let you all know. So I hope you enjoyed. And I will be back ASAP, guys. So thanks for joining. And if you're watching this on YouTube, it's a weekly series. And if you're watching on Twitch, like I said, I'm going to come up with a schedule just so that everybody knows more or less when I'm going to actually be on. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.